Hey, this is Waylon from Swiftwood bows, and this will be my first video in my new home. Moved from Oregon all the way out to North Carolina, so you'll have to forgive the cicadas. I'll do my best to talk over them. I'm going to do a little video on how to shoot a self bow and what makes it similar to modern fiberglass bows and how it's different. I'll share a little bit about my shooting style and just give you a few tips about what might make your shooting better. I'm not an expert archer. I do my best. I'm learning as I go along, but these are some of the things that I've picked up along the way as I've learned how to shoot. So, if you don't already know, the self bow is a bow made from a single piece of wood that's unbacked. A lot of these rules are going to apply to any wooden bow made of natural materials, even if it's backed with rawhide or hickory or something like that. So I want to start with just a few basic precautions when you're using a self bow. These are the things that kind of make it different than shooting a modern fiberglass bow. Whenever you're not using it, you always want to keep it unstrung. You don't want to have the string on there. The bow will take a lot of set. It'll gain memory of being bent and it'll become a lot weaker. It's bad for the bow to leave it strung. So when you're done using it, always make sure you unstring it. You never want to dry fire any bow, whether it's a compound or a fiberglass bow or a self bow. And all that means is you never want to draw it back and let go of the string if you're not shooting an actual arrow. The arrow will absorb the energy from the shot, and if the arrow's not there to take that energy, then it's just all going to get slammed back into the limbs and possibly damage the bow. Now, self bows are tillered to a particular draw length, and they should never be drawn past that draw length. They might be fine if you do it, but they might break. And so always know what the draw length of your self bow is and make sure that you're never drawing it past that draw length. Be very wary about giving your self bow to anybody else to shoot. That's often the demise of a perfectly good self bow, is giving it to some 6'6" guy with gorilla arms who's just going to wrench it back and blow up your bow. So be careful with that. And then the other tip about self bows is to make sure that you're not holding your full draw for too long. A second or two is fine. More than that, you're stressing out your bow and your shot's going to be slower. So practice drawing, anchoring, and releasing, and don't get into a habit of holding your bow for too long. I want to talk to you a little bit about my style of shooting, which is called instinctive shooting, and it's different from other styles of shooting in that you're not really aiming. You're not sighting down the arrow, you're not looking at your bow, you're not looking at the tip of your arrow. All you're doing is looking right at the target, right where you want to hit. And some people compare it to throwing a rock. When you're throwing a rock, you don't sight down the rock, you don't look at your hand, you just look at what you want to hit and you throw the rock. And with practice, you get better at hitting your target, and that's the basics of instinctive shooting with a bow. So I hold the bow using the web of my hand here is where most of the weight's contacting. The bottom of my hand lifts off a little bit. I don't want to grab the bow in a death grip. My index finger and maybe my middle finger a little bit are gripping the bow, but there's a gap there when I draw. And then I use the split finger or Mediterranean style of shooting. put one finger above and two fingers below. And then, sorry, I have to turn my back to you here, I'm left-handed. You can hold your bow perfectly straight, or you can tilt it a little bit. That's called canting. I like to have my bow canted a little bit. It gives me a better view of the target. It's a style preference. Just figure out what works best for you. So I get my bow set. I've got my body perpendicular to the target, and I pick my spot on the target. And now I'm going to draw back to a particular spot on my face called my anchor point. I like to use my jawbone back here. Some people use the corner of their mouth or their chin. It doesn't matter. It's whatever works for you, and the important thing is to be consistent. Consistency is the most important rule for getting better at shooting a bow, regardless of the style that you use. But I think especially important for instinctive shooting, because if you're not doing the same thing every time, your brain's not going to be able to figure out where to put the arrow. I'm going to draw back, hold it at my anchor point, and release. So when I'm releasing, got my finger back here, and I'm just going to gently slide my fingers back on my face. I don't want to pluck the string. It can really affect your accuracy. So I'll show you again. So as you practice, make sure that your body's doing the same thing every time, and you just got to practice a lot, and you'll get better. Thanks for watching. I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, or if you'd like to share some of your own shooting ideas. I'd love to hear it. Take care.